Om Sam Saraswati Namaha, Namaste. And in this session, we're going to begin chapter 12. Everyone, please recite along with us. Sri Devi Uvacha Prakrutaya Sirasi Sangsmarit Padma Mujvalam Karpura Bang Smarit Tatram Shiguram Nijarupinam Supranasanam Emprasad Bhushat Bhushitam Sakti Sangyutam Namaskritya Tato Diving Kundaling Sangsmarit Bhutam Prakasham Badam Pratame Prayane Pratipayanibhyam Ritaya Manam Anta Pradamanam Suncharantim Anandarupam Abalang Prapadye Doitwevang Dachi Kamadye Sachidananda Rupinim Mangyayidhyata Chochadi Kriya Sarvasamapade Agnihotrang Tato Hutvam Maprityartang Vijotamam Homante Swasane Stitvam Puja Sankalpamachared Bhuta Shuddhing Parakritva Matrikanyasame Bacham Rileka Matrikanyasam Nitame Basamachared Muladare Hakaracham Hridyecha Rakarakam Rumadyeta Biikaram Ringkarakam Imastakinyaset Tatan Matrodita Nanyan Nyasan Sarvan Samachared Kapake Swapanode Pitang Dharmati Punam Tatotakin Mahadeving Pranayam eva drimbite Ridam boje mamastane Macham kapretasane Buddham Brahma Vishnuscha Rudrascha Ishwarascha Sadashivam Ete Pancha Mahapretam Padamule Mamastitam Panchabhutatmakakyete Panchavhastatmakati Aham Tvabhyakta Chidrupayam Tadati Tasmi Sarvatam Tato Vishtaratam Yatam Sakti Tantrishu Sarvadam Jatrebha Manase Bhogair Pujayet Bang Japetape Chapang Samapya Sri Devi Tatorgastan Panang Chared Patrasa Danakang Kritvam Gurunatva Tataparam Chalete Namanunachas Tanmatre Nadeshika Dibandhan Chaparakritva Gurunatva Tataparam Tadanukyang Samadaya Pagapite Tataparam Ridistam Bhavitam Bhutim Mama Divyam Manoram Avaye tatapite pranastana bibidayam asana bakane chardyam padyadyam shamanang tatam nanang tadbhoktam yang trevam bhushani chastarvata anda pushpang yatag yogyam tatvadevi svabhaktitam yantrastana pamamritanam Pujanang Samyagacharin Prativaram Saktanam Shukravare Nityam Yate Mula Devi Prabharupa Smartavya Angadevatam Taprava Prata Labdhaptam Trilokyanja Vichintaet Punaravriti Sakitam Mula Devi Chapujaet Ganda Devi Sugandatis Tutyata pushpi sabhyasitoe Naivedyata paneshchayeva Tambula dakshina dibe Toshaye mangkvatritena Namang sahasra kinapcha Kavachina chastutena Ahang rudre diriti prabho Devyata pashiro mantrair Rileko panishad the boevi Mahavidyamakamamantre Toshayen Mambahurbahu Shama Paye Jagadatri Premardaridagyo Nara Pulakapta Dev Sankoyir Basparuta Yikshivdis Vanam Nrita Gita Di Doshena Toshayen Mambahurbahu Beda Paraya Nishteva Purana Saklirapi Pratipadya Takoangli Yasmatre Shota Gitchamam Nijing Sarvaswami Pain Sardeshaham Nitya Short Patid Nitya Homam Tatakuryada Brahmanamscha Subhastini Bortukan Paramapnanyan Devu Budyatu Bojaged Natvapuna Suridake Vyukramena Visarjaked Sarvam Rileka Yakurgat Ujana Mama Suvratam Rileka Sarvamapranam Nayikam Paramam Svitam Rileka Darpane Nityam Aham Tat Pratibimbitam Tasmad Rileka Yadatam Sarvantre Samarpitam Gurum Sampuja Pushadye Krita Kritya Samavaked Yevam Puja Yedeving Sri Mad Bhuvana Sundaring Natyasa Dudvankin Chit Kadachit Kwachit Dastite Dehante into Manitwipam Mama Yate Sartam Geho Devi Swarupo So Devang Dityang Damantitam Iti te katitang rajan Mahadevya prapujanam Vimrishya tasate senam Yadi karanan rupatam Kurume pujanam tenam Kritastam twang bhavishyasi Idang tu gita shastrame Nashishaya vadit pachit Nabataya padatavyam Nadurtaya nadurite Etat Prakasha Namatur Artagatan Butcher Jayo Dasmada Bashyam Yadinam Gopaniyam Hitang Sadam Deyam Bhaktaya Shishaya Jeshta Putraya Cherake Susilaya Sveshaya Devi Bhakti Utaya Cham Shraddha Kali Pati Detad Brahmanang Samipatam Tritastat Pitara Sarve Prayanti Paramam Padam Vyasudvacham Ityutvasa Bhagavati Tatrevata Radiyatam Devasyam Bhutita Sarve Devi Darshandato Papan Tato Himalaya Jage Devi Haimavati Tusa Gagoriti Dasprasidati Tatasa Sankaraya Cham Tathaskandas Mudbhutas Tarakastina Katina Samudra Mantane Purvam Ratnanya Suranda Ratipam Tatra Dive Sutta Devi Lakshmi Pratyartha Madhuraya Teshamanugra Kartaya Nirgata tu Ramatatam Voikuntaya Suretoitam Tena Tasya Samo Bhabat Iti Te Katitang Rajan Devi Mahatra Muttamam Gauri Lakshmyo Samutpati Vishayang Sarvakamatam Navacham Tvedadun Yasmi Rahashangapitam Yatam Gita Rakashabhuteyam Gopaniyam Prakyatata Sarvamuktam Samasena Yaprishtam Tatayanakam Pavitram Pavanang Divyam King Bhuyo Srotmi Chasi Om. Let's return to the beginning of chapter 12. And the goddess said, remember, as she left the end of chapter 11, she said, now, this superior external worship will be explained by me at greater length. And so the goddess said, I'm going to explain this external worship. How do you do puja? Rise in the early morning and remember the shining lotus in the head. Remember it as the color of camphor, radiant white, and there the respected guru is in his or her own form. He appears very content with shining ornaments along with his consort Shakti. The knowledgeable one will bow to them and then remember the goddess Kundali or Kundalini. I bow down to that foremost illumination who continually journeys up and returns, uniting in the nectar of thought. She's always got the nectar of thought and she's always in union. She brings that nectar up and down. Up and down. The spaces she moves between are measured as she searches for the form and strength of bliss. So she's measuring this journey from the Muladhara to the Swadhisthana, from the Swadhisthana to the Manipur, from the Manipur to the Anahat, from the Anahat to the Vishuddha, and from the Vishuddha to the Agnya Chakra, and then we had the Rohini Chakra and the Kailash Chakra and the Sahasrara. She's measuring. She's mapping out the territory. She's claiming her turf. After meditating upon me as the form of truth, consciousness, and bliss at the summit, he should then complete all the activities of personal hygiene. So even before you get out of bed, before you even brush your teeth and wash your face, just sit up for a moment and meditate upon the goddess. Agnihotra, the sacred fire ceremony and offering, should be performed for the purpose of my pleasure by the excellent twice-born. So if you are born from the womb of wisdom, you'll want to enkindle some kind of fire or look at a candle and recite your mantras. At the end of the fire ceremony, established on his own special seat for worship, in his own asan, sitting in an asan, on his asan, he should make the statement of a vow of firm determination to complete the worship. Take the Sankalpa, Vishnu Om Tat Sat. And then in that Sankalpa you're going to say, now here I am and who I am, and where I am, and what day it is, and what do I propose to do? And why do I want to do it? It's a sankalpa, a definition of our goal for this form of worship. Always perform Bhuta Shuddhi, the purification of the elements, and the Matrika Nyasa, the establishment of the Bij mantras within, and then the Rileka Matrika Nyasa with the addition of the Maya Bija ring. So we've got Hara Ing Ring Om Ang Damo Mang Damo Ming Damo Ming Damo Mung Damo Mung Damo Ring Damo Ring Damo Ring Damo Ring Damo Ming Damo Ming Damo Hong Damo Mang Damo Mang Damo Mang Damo. And this is part, we call off all the matrikas, all the letters of the alphabet, all the potential vibrations which can be expressed by a letter, all that can come into evolution and return in involution. We recite the alphabets forwards and backwards and place those bijas in our chakras and throughout our body. We have a video explanation of that in the Cosmic Puja class series. In the Muladhara, establish the letter Ha. In the heart, the letter Ra. Between the two eyebrows, the letter E. And the entire mantra Rim on the top of the head. That's what we just did. Ha, Ra, E, Ring. And take a shower in Rim. And bathe yourself in ring. And fill yourself with the vibration of ring. Until ring is vibrating all throughout your soul. Then he or she should establish the tanmatras within the body and complete all other nyasas as well. So we've done the Bhuta Shuddhi, Lang Prithivyatmikaya Kinamo, Vangra Agni Varunatmikaya Kinamo, Rang Agnyatmikaya Kinamo, etc. All the tanmatras and all the Panchabhutas, Kshiti Aptaj Moru Bom, we're going to establish earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And again, think of your own soul in the body as the pita, the place of worship of Dharma and the various qualities. Om Dharmaya Namo, Jnanaya Namo, Vairagyaya Namo, Ishwarkyaya Namo, Adharmaya Namo, Ajnanaya Namo, Avaragyaya Namo, Manishwarkyaya Namo. Dharma, the ideal of perfection. Gyan, wisdom. Vairagya, detachment or freedom from attachment. Aishwarya, the imperishable qualities. Remember, these are the lotus petals that are on the outside of the yantra. All Dharma, disharmony or in derogation of the ideal of perfection. Ajnan, ignorance or lack of wisdom. Avairagya, manifesting attachment. And Anashwarya, transient. And these 8 qualities, 4 of divinity and 4 of individual manifestation, are always involved in every activity we perform. We either perform an activity for the ideal of perfection or in derogation of the ideal. We either perform it with wisdom or without wisdom. We either perform it without attachment or with attachment. And we either perform it as something that is eternal or as something that's transient. Those are the 8 possibilities. The petals of the lotus on the yantra of perfection. Then he should meditate upon the great goddess while expanding the pranayama. And we just had in chapter 7 with thorough discussion of the methods of pranayama. In my place in the lotus of the heart, the knowledgeable one will establish 5 seats for disembodied spirits. Now listen to who these disembodied spirits are. Brahma, Vishnuscha, Rudrascha, Ishwarascha, Sadashiva. They are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishwar, and Sadashiva. And these are the 5 seats, 5 asanas, these 5 divinities, 5 forms of consciousness will be enshrined on an asan within the lotus of our hearts. They are the soul of the 5 great elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether, as well as the 5 states of consciousness: the Jagrat, waking stage; the Shwapna, dreaming or daydreaming stage also, just thinking; Shushupti, the deep dreamless sleeping stage; Turiya, the pure consciousness; and Atitarup. Atitarup is beyond form. So Turiya and then Atitarup. Turiya will be beyond conception and Atitarup is beyond form. I am the indivisible form of consciousness, therefore I am beyond the total of all 5. So here is Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishwar, Sadashiva all sitting there. And she is beyond them. Beyond the 5. Then, situated upon his seat, he should continually meditate upon the energy in the Tantra. Because this is Saguna Upasana. We are meditating on a deity with form, so this is Tantra. Nirguna Upasana, Bigarbha, and Sagarbha. This is Sagarbha. We're meditating with the mantra and with the form of divinity. This is Sagarbha. And Bigarbha, there is no form, there's only the mantra and the infinite unmanifest. So now, this is the energy of the Tantra. That's the manifestation of the mother. With a mind filled with the enjoyment of my worship, he should make japa. So remember, we make the Abahom, we invite her to sit on the seat. She sits on the seat of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishwar, and Sadashiva, and then we make japa. After he has completed japa, he should then offer the arghya, the object connoting devotion prepared from a large red flower, durva grass. We call it crab grass, I think. It's got 5 leaves on a stem, and these little grasses, you can take 108 of them, make a beautiful corsage. You take 108 of them in a little bundle, and you stick a red hibiscus flower in the center of it. You take a little piece of red cloth, and in the red cloth you put rice, sesame seeds, a leaf of tulsi, and other auspicious ingredients. It could be a little bit of sandal paste, or it could be some grains of rice placed in the red cloth, and then you tie it together like a small bouquet or a corsage. And this is an orghya, and this orghya is an offering of my devotion. This is an object which communicates to you the sincerity of my devotion, to go out and pick all those leaves of grass and to get all these ingredients and make this corsage, this bouquet to present to you for my worship. That is a depiction of my esteem for you. Set down the container while saying the mantra from your guru. That's your guru mantra, your initiation mantra, or the mool mantra, Rolf, of the worship that you're performing. And then bow down to the Supreme Guru. Om Gurubhyo Namo, Om Param Gurubhyo Namo, Om Paraparo Gurubhyo, Om Paramishti Guru, the Supreme Guru. Hey, thank you for giving us this knowledge. Even thank you for teaching us how to bow down and what it means when we bow down, because every time we bow down, we get a blessing. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Guruji. Sprinkle it with water while thinking the mantra, the weapon mantra. Pat, pat, pat. Perform digbandham, closing all the directions. You're going to make turi, clapping, snapping your hands in the 10 directions, in front, behind, on the right, to the left, in the front, in the right, and the back, in the left, in the front, in the left, in the back, and the right, above and below, all 10 directions. And then bow down to the Supreme Guru. Again, again, again. Taking his permission, hey Shiva, can I worship, please? Can I do this puja? Meditate upon the superior external place of worship. Look at this altar. Meditate upon the altar. Just look at that altar. I get the privilege of inviting you to sit here. Ihagacha. Sit here. Ihatishta. Don't move. Stay here. Ihashanidegi. And don't go away. I'm sorry if this causes you any problem. Because there's one thing I have to tell you. I bow down to you. I surrender my soul to you in equilibrium. That's why I invited you here, so I can look you in the eye and tell you that I surrender my soul to you in equilibrium. And would you please be so kind as to accept it? Don't give it back to me. You're so much better off in your custody. And then, taking his permission, meditate upon the superior external place of worship. Then, with an attitude of intuition, one-pointed attention, Contemplate my divine, beautiful image situated in the heart. Ihagacha, ihatishta. And I established you there, and now stay there. Hang out with me for a little bit, Mom. Make invitation to the place of worship and establish the life force with knowledge. Pranpatishta. Omang yang ring rang yang rang lang wang shang sang sang lang saring chandika devi prana iya prana. And I establish the life force with knowledge. Invite the goddess to be seated and offer water for washing the feet and the hands and mouth and various other articles. We'll offer her padyam, achman, all the different baths and water for a bath, a pair of clothes, various ornaments, scented flowers, and give to the goddess whatever is suitable with all devotion. Ma, here's me. Take me. This is an offering I am making to you willingly, desirous of your accepting it. And give her whatever is suitable. I guess I'm only suitable for a couple of minutes. But if you like, you could keep me a little longer. Oh, you want to finish the class, huh? He should worship the deities surrounding the yantra according to right understanding. How many of you have been practicing or seen the classes on the Cosmic Puja? You should worship the deities surrounding the yantra according to right understanding. If one be unable to perform this every day, then follow this discipline on Fridays. Give me one day a week. If you can't give me 7, I'll take 1. It's called slow poison. Do you know when we first came to the United States, Sri Ma used to make rice pudding for every visitor. They would take 1 bite of the rice pudding and you'd see them come back every night. She got that idea from chapter 12 of the Devi Gita. If you can't do it every day, just do it on Fridays. Because if you do it on Fridays once, next Friday you'll be there again. And then maybe on Thursday you'll start preparing. The primary goddess is the form of the illumination, and then the deities of her entourage are to be remembered. Remember the Sarva Bhadra Mandala Devata, all the deities of her entourage, the 64 yoginis, and then we have the 9 forms of Durga, and the 9 Patrikas, and the Ashtashakti, and the 9 the Navagraha, and all the various forms of deity in her entourage. It's just like if you invite Sri Ma to dinner, you better believe Swami's going to come along with her. She has an entourage. In the same way, we think of that. All the deities of her entourage are to be remembered. Think that her illumination extends throughout the 3 worlds to the lowest reaches of the netherworld, the Patal, and to the highest reaches of the Swarg. You can't find anywhere where her light does not shine. Again, when the deities of her entourage are united, worship the principal goddess with scents, etc. Gonda, Pushpa, give her some food, Bogna Vedyam. Give her, we have so many offerings. We make Rajopachar Puja. Remember, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. Whoever offers me a leaf, a flower, some water, or a piece of fruit, I accept their devotion. So that's char upachar, 4 articles of worship. Then there's 5 articles of worship. Then there's 10 articles of worship. Then there's 16 articles of worship. And we worship what's called Raj Upachar, where you don't even count them anymore. Who's going to waste the time counting how many articles I'm going to offer? I'm going to offer everything I can until she accepts me. And then, excellent scents, scented flowers and perfumes, food offerings, and tarpon. Remember, the tarpon is for a special offering of respect to the departed ancestors who taught us how to worship and how to live our lives. They prepared the way for us. They taught us good things so that we could live a good life. And we want to say thank you, and we respect you and appreciate, because we're in a good place. Look at, we're in a nice place with nice people thinking about nice things. Somebody must have done something good back then. It certainly isn't anything that I've done. So I want to say thanks a lot, ancestors, because you brought me to a good place. I'm in the Devi Mandir. I eat with Sri Ma's cooking. She gives me rice pudding whenever, as long as my waistline stays small. She'll give me as much rice pudding as I can eat. And betel nuts and money and other objects of value. I want to pay you the taxi for bringing you. I want to pay the rickshawwala for bringing you to my temple, Mom. I'm so happy that you came. I'm not going to show any miserliness in this worship. It's you. He should please me by reciting 1,000 names. And that means 1,000 times your Mula mantra, or 1,000 times your Guru mantra, or it's the Sahasranam, or whatever book you want to read to her, but you got to do japa 1,000 times. You can decide yourselves how you want to celebrate the festival of love of the goddess. You can read a kavach, the armor of the mantras, and there is one for each major deity, especially for all the goddesses. And the Devi Shukta, the hymn of the goddess from the Rig Veda, which begins Om Ahang Rudrebeki Bashubakshir Bikir Saram Yaham Aditya Rutta Vishwaderage. And the Devi Atharvashiro mantras, also known as the Rileka or Rim Upanishad. Remember the Devi Atharvashirsham at the beginning of the Chandi, and it's also at the end here. Om Sarve Boy Devadini Bupastatu Kasti Twang Mahadeviti Sabrabit Aham Brahma Swarupini Mataha Prakriti Purushatmakam Jagat Sunyam Cha Asunyam Cha. And remember the Rileka or the Ring Upanishad, the Devi Atharvashirsham, the highest meaning of the goddess. You want to sing all this, or you can sing the whole Chandipat. With the great knowledge of the great mantras, please me again and again, as much as you can give me. So happy I'm going to be, so happy you're going to be, because you are not out there, you are here with me. Humans should ask for forgiveness from the Divine Mother of the world with hearts overflowing with love. Aparada sahasrani kriyante harmya shamita tatsarvam shamyatang devi proceed the Parameshwari. Hey, Mom, I'm such a dummy, and I blow it so many times. But please, all of that, please forgive me. Agyana dismritya brantya yanumata bikam sarvam tatsarvam shamyatang devi. Proceed the Parameshwari. If I made any mistakes from confusion, from forgetfulness, from ignorance, or just plain stupidity, all of that, please forgive me, Mom. Please, may you be so gracious. You know I'm just trying to be a good boy and do what you like me to do. So please, ask for forgiveness. Don't ever hesitate to ask for forgiveness, because I know we blow it. I blow it every other mantra. And if Shankaracharya can sing that, then how about little old me? Namantram no yantram tadapi chana jane stutina. I don't know mantras, I don't know yantras, I don't know how to worship you. But Mom, I'm your kid. And I'm just trying to enhance that relationship. I'm just trying to ratify that relationship. I'm just trying to make you acknowledge that relationship as I am trying myself to acknowledge it to you. On every limb the hairs will stand, with tears of love will flow, dancing and singing loudly, please me again and again. Muhur, muhur. Oh, muhur, muhur. Yeah. The continuous recitation of the Vedas or Puranas bring nourishment to all. I am present in every chapter, therefore that recitation pleases me. Everything that one has, even his own body, should always be offered to me. The eternal fire ceremony should be performed, and those versed in the wisdom of our heritage, the Brahmins, offered excellent clothes. Or is it half of excellent clothes? Young boys, lepers, and others who are wretched should be fed. Did you guys eat today, Love and Kush? Yes. Okay, we did our job today. By the one knowledgeable of the goddess, bow down again from his own heart and then allow her to go away by making Visarjan, returning the deity into the unmanifest. Shamashwa, I take you back into my heart. All my worship can be performed with the Hrim Bija mantra, O one of excellent vows. Of all the mantras, Hrim Bija is remembered as the supreme leader. Hrim Bija mantra is an eternal mirror of me, thus capable of every reflection. Therefore, that which is given with Hrim Bija is offered with every mantra. If you don't know all the other mantras, just say Hrim and offer her what you have to offer. The Guru should be worshipped with all ornaments. She taught us how to do this, and it's a good thing she taught us how to do. So worship her with ornaments, understanding that through him or her you have invited the effects of all good actions. And ain't it the truth? I mean, she taught us how to worship. She brought us closer to the goddess. She brought us closer to the fire. She enkindled the fire within us. She inspired us to learn how to make a life of devotion, a life of piety, a life of spirituality. So through her, we have invited the effects of all the good actions. Whoever worships the goddess in this way, the respected beautiful one of existence, that's my mom, nothing remains difficult to him and nothing ever will. At the end of his earthly body, he comes to my Morni Dweep, the island of jewels, to return to the total. He becomes one with the whole. Ceases to be individual. With the wisdom of the intrinsic nature of the goddess, the gods eternally bow down to him. This is the explanation, O king, of the worship of the great goddess. And if you look in the Cosmic Puja book, in the Padoti, the Samasti Upashana, you will find each of these vidhis has been laid out and specifically enumerated. It is the Cosmic Puja is derived from the expression. It comes from the time of Devi Gita. Consider the unlimited possibilities in accordance with your capacity. Go, think of the infinite. The unlimited possibilities, and go as far as you can possibly go. And every time you get to the line, which is the limit of infinity, know that that's just the beginning, because there's something else on the other side of the line. Think of the unlimited possibilities. In accordance with your capacity, stretch your consciousness, expand your dimensions, expand your horizons. According to your capacity. Make worship to me in this way, and you will attain your goal. Without a doubt. Sebastian, Angel, Sam, Love, Kush, all of you will attain your goal. If you worship in this way, you will attain your goal. This Gita scripture of mine do not ever tell to someone who is not a disciple. Nor is it to be imparted to one who is void of devotion, filled with deceit, nor to him who maintains evil in his heart. The exposition of this Gita is like raising the cover from the breast of a mother. It's revealing the intimacy of your relationship with God. Therefore, certainly take great care to always protect this secret. It's in your heart. It's something that's very intimately known. It's well protected. Keep it in your heart and meditate upon it in your heart. And don't use it as something that you want to show outside. It's not something to expand the ego. It's something designed to make the ego subservient to the will of God. It should be given to a devotee, a disciple, the oldest son, one who is dependable, of good character, and filled with devotion to the gods. At the time of memorial services for the departed, if it is read before an assembly of Brahmins, all the ancestors will be pleased and will attain the highest place. And Vyasa said, and this was what was spoken by Bhagavati, the supreme spirit of all parts. There, and this must be reflected upon within. The gods were completely delighted to have had the vision of the goddess. And then, from the seed of Himalaya, the goddess Himavati, she who comes from Himalayas, manifested. She was known as Gauri. She was rays of light, and she was given in union with Sankar Shiva. Do you know, her other name is Parvati, she who is the daughter of the Parvat. So, Gauri and Parvati are two names for the same goddess. And then Skanda, Kartikeya, was born, and by him Tarak was killed. Kartikeya became the general of the armies of the gods. He was about Lavankush's age. How old are you guys now? No, I'm sorry. Kartik was only 10 when he became the general of the armies of the gods. And Tarak assured the illuminator of duality, he said, what kind of gods are you? You send a 10-year-old to fight with me? What nonsense! I've defeated all the gods and now they're hiding behind a 10-year-old kid? This is the story of David and Goliath. He struck that Ashura, and the Asura fell down, and all the Asuras ran away, and the gods regained heaven, and Tarak was killed long ago, at the time when the ocean was churned by the beings of the spiritual world, the gods and the demons, as well as the kings of men. Many gems and other things came forth. So here we are turning the milk ocean again. And then the hymns were chanted by the gods to the goddess for the purpose of inviting Lakshmi. As a kindness to them, Rama, Lakshmi, came out from the sea. The gods gave her to the resident of Vaikuntha, Vishnu, and he became at peace. So Parvati took birth in Himalaya's house, and she was given to Shiva, so Shiva got his Shakti back. And Lakshmi was born from the ocean, given to Vishnu, and he got his Shakti back. And this is the explanation, O king, of the excellent greatness of the goddess, otherwise known as the Devi Mahatma, otherwise known as the Chandipat. And of the birth of Gauri and Lakshmi, who gives attention to this explanation, will attain fulfillment of all desires. Do not speak this to others indiscriminately. The secret of this explanation should be controlled. This Gita is the secret of existence, so be careful to maintain its secrecy. By means of it, all liberation or realization is attained, and who stands forth prominently in support of this teaching becomes free from all fault Any of you choose to stand forth prominently in support of this teaching and become free from all fault. It is pure like a divine wind. Tell me, what more do you wish to hear? Om. Are there other questions about chapter 12?
Swamiji, I have a question on verse 3, Swamiji.
Yes, please.
It talks about the Kundalini Shakti moving up and down.
Yes.
My question is this when we become aware of this Kundalini, is it something that we, is a physical sensation, or is it something that is like a thought, or is it something that is known through intuition?
All three at the same time. If we choose, we can feel the physical sensation of that Kundalini rise. If we focus on Kundalini and nothing else. It's a subtle vibration and we can feel it rise. And when it illuminates each of the chakras, we know that illumination through intuitive cognition. So all three are operative at the same time. But in actuality, Kundalini is making that journey all the time, continuously. Only the idea that Kundalini is sleeping in the Muladhara is poetry. It's an analogy. Because actually Kundalini is never asleep. She only sleeps in a corpse. But if you're alive, which I presume you are, then Kundalini is constantly making her journey, and I am asleep. My consciousness is asleep. I'm not paying attention to her. I'm ignoring her. I'm thinking about the world and all its glory and all the objects and relationships within the world. So the Kundalini is not really sleeping. I'm sleeping. And when I wake up, I see, I feel, I cognize on every level of consciousness, depending on the intensity of the awareness that I can focus to that particular rhythm of life. So it's all three. Yes, are there other questions? Namaste, Marsha Ma. Yes, Brahma, of course, is the creator, Vishnu, the protector, Rudra, Asrutrayate, who takes away the tears. He's the protector against sorrows. Ishwara, the seer of all, who perceives without limitation. Sada Shiva, who is the consciousness of infinite goodness eternally. Sada, eternal. And also Sad. He's the consciousness, the awareness of true existence. So Sadashiva is eternally Shiva, eternal awareness and eternal awareness of truth, of true existence. So these are the five upon which Mother sits. Namaste, Nandama. It is okay, but it is not optimum. The optimal thing is to get up from your sleep, sit in your bed, and meditate for a few moments, or as long as you can. If you have other things to attend to, then you may have a schedule. If you are unscheduled, then for as long as you can. And when you can no longer meditate, or it's no longer appropriate for you to sit in the stillness of focused meditation, then rise and attain to the duties of personal hygiene, and then go for worship. This is the rhythm of the day.
Another question from Nanda. While I understand the importance of puja in our tradition, I somehow feel that if I could do only one form of sadhana in the day,
Nandama, it's going to evolve and change from period to period and moment to moment and day to day. It's going to be... puja is not static. It's not a ritual. That it's incumbent upon me to perform this ritualistic worship. No, puja is a personal expression. It's an orchestrated expression, and I'm using the tools that the ancestors have bequeathed to us, but it's vibrant and it evolves and it changes from day to day. So today I've got lots of time. I'm reading the book from cover to cover, and I'm going to read another book when I'm done. Tomorrow I have a little bit of time. I'm going to get up and meditate for a little while. I'm going to do the minimum of my sankalpa, and then I have to go to the other duties that are calling upon me. So if you have only one thing that you can do, your heart will tell you what that thing is. You will make the sankalpa according to time, place, and circumstance. And it will change. Don't worry about it changing. It will change.
Question from Wendy from Princeton.
Namaste, Wendy Ma.
Wendy wants to know if every scripture has a Mula mantra.
Yes, it does. Wendy, you can find out the Mula Mantra of the scripture by finding out the primary deity of the scripture, and usually the Mula Mantra is incorporated into the scripture in some way. Here, the Mula Mantra of the Devi Gita is Ring.
Swamiji Usha from Canada has a question.
Namaste, Ushama.
Can you please elaborate on the three Lekha or three Upanishad?
We will, hopefully, in our next session, because it comes in the Upasangar Puja here that we're going to be reciting in our next session. So we'll go into that in quite some depth. It's at the end of the book.
Swamiji, in verse 3, you say that the Kundalini is measuring. What does it mean that she's measuring?
She's measuring, she's defining, she's limiting, she's expressing each of the chakras. She's expressing the path. She's moving up and down, and she's measuring the distance between the Mooladhara and the Sahasrara. She's measuring, she's limiting, she's defining the path, she's illuminating each of the chakras and expanding that illumination as we define each of the chakras in the path of our parikram, of our ritualistic revolving tour. Circumambulation. Yes, sir.
Some feeling of blockage as we're visualizing the path of the chakras of the Kundalini and we're doing she emphasize particular mantras more than others?
No, I would recommend that you maintain each of the bij mantras of each of the chakras and continue to recite them and get into the same bhav in each of the chakras. So when you say Lang, Wang, Rang, Yang, Ang, Om, you will remove the blockage by demonstrating that they're all equal. And that will be the demonstration of their equality, that you can go through each of them with the same intensity and the same vibration.
And Swamiji, is the goal when we do the Vipassana to become aware of the movement of the Kundalini Shakti?
Well, yes, obviously. Yes, that is the goal. We become aware, we feel that vibration in the Mooladhara, we bring it to the Swadhisthana, we bring it through all the chakras. As we pronounce each chakra, we can feel it moving up and down. Up and down. Om Sang Saraswati Namaha. Namaste.